Say hi to everyone. We are doing a YouTube video. The babies are now 6 months and they like to giggle all the time. They like to laugh. There go the other one. Hey, handsome. What you doing? You going to sleep over there? You're not going to laugh and show the world how you can giggle and do all of that? Well, so far they are babbling and cooing and blowing spit bubbles, and they notice each other now. They actually look at each other, smile. They try to hold each other's hands. They try to they just interact with each other, whereas before they didn't. You can, sorry, was getting up so I can turn the TV down. But it seems like no matter how much they talked, how much we put them next to each other, they never looked at each other. It was like, I don't know who you are. But, what are you saying? What you talking? Say, you speaking to the world? Okay. And what else you gotta say? Okay, all right. You think your brother got something to say? He don't? You don't know? I think he might. Let's see. Let's see. You got something to say, handsome? Huh? What you got to say? You normally the talker. Oh, you gonna scream at them? You don't like yourself? Aw. Okay, well, we don't have to. Oh. So, they really like to be. Okay. Let me pick you up. Let's pick you up since the camera's on. You want to talk? You want to let them know? Okay, I think your sister want to talk too. Okay, we're going to pick you up too. Okay. Okay. So, they were actually about to take a nap. They was just laying there playing around, and and so I was like, hey, let's just make a video. So pretty much they are on a schedule. They sleep throughout the night. They pretty much sleep from 10 o'clock until 7 o'clock in the morning. This is something that I implemented when they were about 3 months of age. I work third shift, so I knew that they would have to go to sitters. And once they go to sitters, I knew that they would have to be, with them. And the last thing I want is to interrupt people while they're sleeping, especially waking up for kids that are not theirs, and then let alone two. So the schedule was strict, and we got them on there, and they sleep throughout the night. Well, we had a little mishap when my mom came into town to visit. When I actually went to work, she stayed with us for about a month. And when she stayed with us, she went ahead and got them off track. But we're back on track now. They are eating some cereal. We actually try to feed them the oatmeal cereal or the rice and whatnot. And they do kind of like it. They don't really care too much for eating it. They have eaten fruit. They do like it when it's mixed with the cereal. They tend to eat throughout the day. Before my mom came, it was like every 4 to 5 hours we were stretching it, and they were doing pretty good. But then once where the towel at? Yucky. But then where the handsome here? But then once my mom came, she just changed all of it. So now they're throughout the day they are eating about every 3 hours. So far it hasn't been really bad, especially with them getting older. They are starting to move around. They are starting to shift their body to where they can flip over. It's not often. They were still sleeping in the same crib up until 2 days ago. I decided to switch them or make them sleep one by itself because my son, he moves more than what she does. Like, he will be in a different position. He wouldn't even be in the same spot. She, on the other hand, she does move, of course, but it's not as much as he does. And we have a we have a 2-seat stroller. One is in front of the other. Kind of works best for us in regards to when we traveling. And they can sit up in their stroller. They don't necessarily need to have the car seat since they're able to sit up a little better on their own. They're not 100% sitting up, but they are. They like to watch Nick Jr. They like Shimmer and Shine, which I don't know what they're watching now because it's on a commercial, but they like to watch Shimmer and Shine. They like to watch Blaze. They like to watch the Teletubbies and just pretty much anything on there. We did provide them with educational toys. Like they have this one little toy. It counts up to 5, and not only do it count to 5, each number has a color, so it will say that color in English and in Spanish, and it will also tell you the number in Spanish as well. So we do implement a lot of educational toys, and they do have rattlers and teething rings. They don't have like a whole lot of toys, but the toys that they do have, they like to play with it. They have a jungle gym. They have a pack and play. They have a bouncy with the little things that hang down that they tend to play with. But pretty much for the most part, I try to get them to engage and play with one another. And I guess that would come when they get older. I put the beaky in the wrong mouth. That don't even belong in here. What are you saying to the camera? Why you hitting my hand? Huh? Oh, you just gonna cry? You tell them how big you are. When we went to their appointment, it was like a month behind their 4-month appointment. So they were like close to 5 months. Maybe they were 5 months at the time. But when we went, he weighed 14 pounds, 12 ounces, and he was 25 and some odd inches long. He was close to 26 inches. And she weighed 14 pounds even, and she was close to 24 inches. Now, she looked like she's bigger than him because she's got 2 inches shorter than her brother. He's kind of tall, but she just carried her weight a little differently. But it's just such an amazing feeling to be their mom. And they're just happy-go-lucky babies. They haven't had any issues. Even the sitters and them don't have any issues with them. They just play and just be so pleasant. No, you can't be trying to bite your sister. Well, not really bite since you don't have teeth. We, when they were 5 months of age, they got christened. And my dad, he's a deacon, so he was getting ordained. And, you know, church service can be long. They did not make a peep. The pastor had to make a reference of that, like, oh my goodness, I have never known for some 5-month-old babies to stay in service and not have to be removed because of crying or anything. They just sat there peacefully. And a lot of people think that it's hard with twins. I mean, I guess if you have twins that cry a lot and they do different things, I guess that would be hard. But on my end, I can say that to me, it's 100% easy, and I wouldn't regret anything that I have done, and they're just such blessings, and I just love to be their mom and just be around them. I look forward to getting off of work to come and seeing them. Sometimes I guess the only time I really get frustrated is if I'm tired and I'm not getting any sleep, but that's far few in between that it doesn't really happen. It's very rare, but I do remember when they first were born, they wasn't even a month old yet, and they at one point one twin will wake up and the other twin will wake up right with them, and they will be crying, and I'm just trying to figure out like what is exactly going on. But I think that only happened twice. And I know right now we're trying to think of what toys. You see, they're just occupied by watching the TV. It looks like Shimmer and Shine is on. No, it's not Shimmer and Shine. But they really do like watching the TV shows. I do too, I can't lie. I love to watch them too. I'm sitting there watching them, just bring me back. Even though some of the stuff is not what we used to watch when we were younger. Yesterday we happened to be watching Rugrats, and I was like, oh my goodness, I remember Rugrats. But I know right now we're trying to think of what they're going to wear for Halloween. Now, I don't really celebrate Halloween, never have. But this year I'm like, oh, I got some babies. I said they would look so cute in some outfits. What should we wear? So I was over there thinking about maybe him and her wearing Wonder Woman and Superman. But my husband is feeling Lil. He has been thinking that since before we even seen Rugrats yesterday. So, here you go. So, I don't know. But I know I have been thinking about what we're going to do for the first birthday. It's just so much. I mean, they're 6 months. I still have 6 months, but it creeps up on you so fast. But other than that, I can say that being a mother to twin babies in their 6 months is not that bad. I know people say, well, wait till they start walking or wait till they start moving around. Then you're really going to be like, oh, and I go, well, when that time comes, we'll deal with it. But until then, this is what it is. So, this is the twins. They are kind of tired. They need to be taking a nap. I think I said that at the beginning, but they just rather fight their sleep and just sit up. But this is them.